This isn't one man's story. Ask enough of us and you'll hear the same sequence, the same order, the same silence. Not a conspiracy, something quieter and worse, just a machine turning. It starts with a knock and a word and a card. No charge, no finding, but that's already too far. You're out on bail while they look into it. The locks get changed, and that's it, that's it. You call the police, they say speak to your brief. You call the council, they hand you the same relief. And by the time they look, it was already done. By the time they asked, the damage was won. No judgment, no finding, not a word of proof, just the quiet arithmetic of time. By the time they looked, it was already done. By the time they looked, it was already done. 100 pounds a letter, and the meter's running fast. Every month of nothing costs you more than the last. Then an order lands, and possession holds the door. And the house that you were raising them in isn't yours anymore. So you file to see your children, and they tell you wait in line. The hearing's in the autumn, that's 4 seasons of your life. And by the time they looked, it was already done. By the time they asked, the damage was won. No judgment, no finding, not a word of proof, just the quiet arithmetic of time. By the time they looked, it was already done. By the time they looked, it was already done. And here's the part that breaks it. Every piece is filed apart. The police case, the council, the protective order, the children, the money, different rooms, different papers, different judges, and not one of them holds the whole picture. So you tell it 5 times to 5 doors, and nobody ever puts the 5 together. Every slice is defensible. The sum of them is a catastrophe. The school sees it, of course they see it, but a school is trained to stay out of domestics. So they take the step that covers the school, not the step that saves the child. Then one morning, on the register, a child appears under a different surname. Not lawfully, not with both parents' consent, just preferred. And nobody wants to be the one who says no, because saying no is a risk, and saying nothing never is. That's how a child gets quietly rewritten, not by a judge, by a form. Civil, criminal, social, you pass from hand to hand. Each one says it's not their remit, each one draws a line in sand. Behind the silo walls, the buck will never land. Everyone did their job, and nobody did a thing. They come to look for bruises, they know what harm should be. But the harm that has no bruises is the one they never see. And by the time they looked, it was already done. By the time they asked, the damage was won. No judgment, no finding, not a word of proof, just the quiet arithmetic of time. By the time they looked, it was already done. By the time they looked, it was already done. Now hear me clearly. Where a child is in real danger, protect them. first fast without hesitation. Those powers save lives and I take none of them away. But when the allegation goes nowhere, when it ends as minded, no charge, no further action, no safeguarding concern in writing. Nobody puts the clock back, nobody puts the parent back, and nobody has to explain why. It's decided behind closed doors, where it's hard to look and harder to challenge. About 4 in 10 marriages here end in divorce. So this is not a rare misfortune at the edge of things. It's a road running through the middle of the country, and most won't believe it until they're standing on it. So put the money where the wound is, not the war fund, the counsel and the healing, not the corridor. A pound spent early is a childhood you can save. A year spent fighting is a bond you can't get back. Look sooner, ask better, move faster than the harm. Because a child can't wait a year. A year is everything. Let's get there before it's done. Let's ask before the damage is won. No judgment, no finding, not a word of proof should ever be enough to lose a child. Let's get there before it's done. By the time they looked, it was all over. Let's get there before it's done. The window doesn't close by itself. Somebody leaves it up, and somebody lets it fall. So look sooner, ask better, move faster, before the next child pays for the waiting. You are not alone. This is the silent parent. Leave, like, and subscribe. It's a small thing, I know, but it helps this channel grow. Every like, every share, every single voice that says I hear you helps us break the silence, helps us make a difference. My name is Kaycee. This channel is dedicated to every parent and child who has been silenced, torn apart, and left without a voice. This is for them.